Right, so this is how I solve the lead generation problems in real estate specifically, okay? I'm going to be speaking from my personal experience. However, these methods and these strategies, they do work in other niches. If you apply them, it's absolutely fine. But like I said, my experience is in real estate market specifically. So just to give you guys some context, I was doing the typical stuff. I was doing Facebook leads, and I was using the exact same strategies and methods many years ago that everyone else was doing, right? And you want to avoid doing this. Is that if everyone's doing the exact same thing to get your leads, this is going to have a detrimental effect to your leads. They are not going to be good quality because the market is oversaturated. Now, if the market is oversaturated, this is a huge problem. Your leads, they will not know who to trust, and you will end up having a bunch of leads who do not want to speak to you, and they have no intent in buying or selling in your specific market. Okay. Now, just to give you guys some context, right now I'm doing YouTube, and essentially you don't have to do YouTube, you can do Facebook. Still, it does work, but just use methods that are not saturated. You can do YouTube, Facebook, you can do TikTok, you can do Google, you name it. That's not the point. The point is that you just need to be using things that are not saturated and think outside of the box. Now, typically what you see, I'm just going to use Facebook as an example here, but this is just lead generation, okay? But for this example, I'm using Facebook. So essentially, you just want to, create your ads, and you want to collect information from your leads. And to collect this information, you can use a instant form, or you can use a landing page. Now, an instant form, you pretty much want to avoid doing this. The main issue is that there is less intent. This form will be directly on Facebook, and the information that you want to collect, it can be preloaded already from many years ago, you name it. It could be information that's outdated, so you will end up getting the wrong phone numbers, the wrong emails, etc. So you pretty much want to avoid this because it's less intent, and that information can be preloaded too. So there's literally no effort into putting this information, which is going to lead to worse lead quality. Now, a landing page, so it's the best way, and essentially, this is what this is if you don't know. So, you're on Facebook right here, and then you see the ads on Facebook, and then you click on the ads, and then from the ads, you will get redirected onto another page, which is your landing page. And then in here, you're going to have questions to collect their information. You want to get their name, phone number, and email. And because, they get redirected onto another page, if they're filling out this information, that alone is going to result in higher intent, which means your lead quality is going to be better. And because the information has to be input manually, you will not get as many bad details, which is what you want, okay? Now, another thing that you can do with landing pages is you can actually use disqualifying questions. So you can use DQs. Now, a few examples could be, if the area that you're working at, you will not find a house for under 700k. You will not find one. So you could have a question asking about their budget. And then, for example, if their budget is like 500k, you can just disqualify this lead and they will not even come through. Another example, you could ask about a timeline. If their timeline is something like 24 months, you might not want to waste your time with this lead. So you can essentially just shut the door and this lead will not be able to come in, okay? And this is going to be higher intent, it's going to be better quality, and there will be less time wasters. Now, this may bring the cost per lead a bit higher than not using the disqualify question, but then the quality will be better too, okay? Now, to trade this information with your leads, you need a lead magnet. This is a magnet, by the way. My drawing sucks, I know. So you need a lead magnet, and your leads are down here, and you need a way for your leads to trade their personal information, PI, trade their personal information for some value. So you're going to provide the value and your lead will provide their personal information. So this is what you want, right? So, you could use many ways to do this. Just going to give you guys some examples, but you do need a lead magnet. This is going to be essential so that they give you the information. Otherwise, there's no reason for them to give you the information, right? So you could give them a free list of homes in their area. You can do a ebook. You could do first time home buying guide or something like that. There's many ways that you can do this. You can do a free home evaluation, for example, free home evaluation. It doesn't matter. You just have to have a way to give value to your leads. And this could be done in these ways. My drawing sucks. But yeah, you get the point. You just need value for the information and you trade that. And it's a fair exchange there. They're going to be more willing to give you their personal information so you can reach out to them and see if they have an interest in making a move in your specific market. Now, you can use some strategies to, reduce the amount of people that fall through the cracks. You can do retargeting, for example. So essentially, you make your ads and then the people that have show interest, maybe they look at it for a few seconds, maybe they clicked on it and then it clicked off. You can actually retarget these people and try and minimize the amount of people that fall through the cracks. So you can pretty much just follow these people around and keep retargeting them with the same ad until they follow your process, which is going to be, giving out their personal information and become a lead, okay? And then obviously you're going to give them value for that, and then they will go here. And then from this point, you've gotten their information, so now you need to make sure that your lead is qualified. Lead qualification. So you can actually do this through many ways. You could use ISAs. So this, I would not recommend this. This is outdated. I used to do this back in the day. So essentially, ISAs are typically people who will call every single lead up, and then we'll call them up and they will try to qualify these leads for you over the phone. Now, the main issue is that, people these days, especially leads, most of them, they do not want to answer your phone calls for whatever reason, even though they signed up to that and you said that you would call them and they gave you their information, all right? But they do not want to answer their phone for whatever reason. That's a big issue because you want to be speaking to these people so you can qualify them. Otherwise, it's just a wasted lead. Now, when you're calling these leads, you can try calling them different times of days with different phone numbers and they still won't pick up. And then when they do, they don't remember signing up to your ad. They apparently never signed up to your ad, even though they gave you all of their details. So I would actually recommend not doing this. It's just not efficient anymore. There is better ways to do this. So for example, you could actually use a landing page funnel. We spoke about landing pages just a few moments ago, but you could use a landing page to qualify your leads, and you could have certain questions on there to qualify them before handing them over, right? This is one way. Another way, this is something that I used to do in the past as well, is AI. So essentially, you can hook that up to ChatGPT, and then you can make prompts. And essentially, the AI, it will do text-based qualification to your leads. So you want to be slowly sending out messages to your leads, asking them about all the questions, all the good stuff that you want to know, like their budget, timeline, are they pre-approved, all that good stuff. So you can actually use the AI to do that. And this is more convenient these days, especially because the leads, they can respond whenever they feel like. They can respond slowly. It won't get in the way of their day. And people these days, like I said, they do not like answering their phones, especially leads, okay? Now, when you're making your ads, it is very important that you do not do any clickbait stuff. No CB. My mouse is just going crazy right now. Yeah, no clickbait essentially, because for example, let's say you make your ads, right, and then you're like, hey, I can find you a list of homes for 400k. So sign up and I'll get you the list of homes. But the average listing price in your specific market is 1 mil. Now you're just completely lying to your leads. You're being dishonest, and this is going to have a negative effect to your leads. Right? They'll be bad leads because you lied to them, and they wouldn't have signed in. They wouldn't have given you that information if it wasn't for your false information. So your quality will suffer because of that. So do not be dishonest. Use honest marketing. Yeah, your cost per lead, your CPL is probably going to be slightly higher because you're being honest and you're not clickbaiting people, but the lead conversion and quality is going to be much higher, and the intent as well. If you're clickbaiting people, that's not good marketing. Avoid doing that. Now, I think I covered pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about. So, guys, if you are a real estate agent and you want to hear more about what I do specifically, feel free to reach out. You can use the link in my description. You can DM me or send me an email, you name it. We can book a free consultation, no issues there. And if you do like this kind of content, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, as I will be, posting more educational stuff. And that's pretty much it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.